Hey guys, welcome to episode 7, I'm not swearing at you, I promise, 7 of Relatable Rants. Thank you for, obviously, because we had Rachel on last week, and I know right now I should be sharing a chair with the one and only Gemma Nugent, but she's not here sadly, but she might be later. If she is, I'll say I will put that one up instead and save this one for another day. And I need to talk to you quickly about my new stuff that's coming out. I've got suggestions called Luke Licks, or lick random things for comedy value, and obviously there's the Dares one as well, you know, suggested to me by Gemma and Adam Lowe. But yeah, leave suggestions on what you want to do with that, and like I said, thanks for the support so far. We've nearly hit 1,000 views overall, that's a lot of tens. But yeah, this episode is about the pressures of teenagers and young people, and I know I really do take the mick out of teenagers a lot. But this one I'm thinking will bring it down, possibly be quite serious about it. Not too serious, I don't do serious. But yeah, it's about the pressures on young people and teenagers, even though they're the same sort of people. Like, obviously there's peer pressure, and then there's pressure from parents and stuff like that. The pressure from parents, I mean, if you don't know, basically, the reason I've got a lot of time on my hands is I've been kicked out of college because of personal reasons why I didn't do the work and stuff like that. But yeah, then when I quit college, I thought, oh no, the world is actually ending. My mum and dad are going to go ballistic, kick me out, I'm going to live on the streets like Ian and hide in Oxfam and sleep there every day. But no, they're okay with it, so fun times, I can still record and stuff. But yeah, I was really worried, because obviously in the past, my mum and dad have pressured me quite a bit into doing well, especially with GCSEs. Oh, GCSEs. Pressure for GCSE results. You've got to get A's, A stars, A's. You can't get a B. If you get a C, you're going to have your head chopped off, and if you get a D, there's no point in you living here anymore. That sort of pressure. It's not right. I don't agree with the whole... In society as well, they do pressure young people into getting jobs, working, making valuable contributions to society, when in fact we are. I'm going to start a rebellion. We are actually making a valuable contribution to society. We are learning in how to work in jobs that are going to come along in the future. We're being trained right now. So you people with your walking sticks and stuff, they're like, you're the youths of today, we're doing something. Like I've said before, it's the few people who don't do anything that are giving us bad names. But that's what I mean, the pressures are all over the place, and they're horrible. But yeah, the peer pressure one as well, I mean, Jesus. About 2 years ago, was it? Peer pressure was at its all-time high, and now it's sort of dropped a bit. But you know, you get people peer pressure into doing drugs and shit, they'll be like, oh yeah mate, go on, do it, go on. Do it, and you'd be sat there like, no, do it or I won't be your friend. Oh, okay. And then you'd get high and think you're on the moon and end up falling down a really big hill. Why would you want to do that? You know what I mean? It's just, peer pressure was never a good idea. And I think recently there's been a news story. There were these girls pressured into having sex with 40-year-olds. Why is pressure such a big thing? It reminds me, right? The word pressure makes me think of some sort of clamping on you, and pressuring you, putting pressure on you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's just me being weird. But that's honestly what it feels like for me. And I know someone who, their parents were like, if you don't get an A, you've got to redo the whole of your GCSEs. I was like, what? Seriously? Why, if you don't get a single A, they had to redo the whole year? I came out with 4 C's, a B, and 2 A's. Imagine if that was my parents, I'd still be there now. I'd still be there in 30 years' time doing my GCSEs. I couldn't do that. But yeah, obviously, because now I'm starting a new course in September anyway, I do feel kind of pressured. Well, I know I'm going to be pressured up then, that time sort of thing. But yeah, I just can't handle it. It sometimes has weird effects on kids as well when they're pressured. They go off and just walk away. Fair enough, I mean, I've done that a few times. I've just walked and clear your head and relax. But some people walk away and don't walk back and just keep walking forever. I can't handle the pressure. and just walk. Fair enough. Making a point, I suppose. But don't do that, because then you'll meet druggies. And you'll be peer pressured into doing drugs, like I said earlier. But yeah. Honest, I know this episode's quite serious. It's something that's like hit me though, so I kind of enjoy doing this one, and I'm hoping you'll agree with it. Hopefully you'll agree with this episode, because you are obviously young people being pressured. I'm not saying old people, middle-aged people, parents. They're not pressured, but compared to like our generation and this generation, they are not as pressured as us, because at the minute with the economy the way it is, there's like barely any jobs, and they say they just want the best for you. If they wanted the best for you, I hate to break it to you, but they wouldn't put as much pressure on like teenagers. They would I can see, right, some of you are going to disagree, but a little bit of pressure, you know, they make sure you're on the straight and narrow. Fair enough, that's okay. I'm on about this, I'm on about the extreme amount of pressure. You know, the too much olden days sort of cane, you know, you do your work, stay in your bedroom, blah blah blah, no Xbox TV for a week, smack around the face if you don't do it. I'm on about that sort of stuff. Obviously not that, but that sort of extremeness about it, and how much it has changed the pressure. You know, when you was in first school and that, it's as you get older I think pressure starts to really kick in. It's just horrible. I don't agree with it. But yeah, I mean, this has been a serious episode, but hopefully you can agree. You never know, you might think the same, and if you could, please maybe share my videos, please. Thank you. But yeah, if you could leave a like, subscribe and share for me, please, that would be much appreciated. This will be up, you know, I'm going to be doing one every week now for definite, and I've got my other stuff coming out as well. But if anybody is interested in helping me do the new videos, you've got a lot of time off and you can spare it, then I will be like asking for help, obviously, for videoing, and leave suggestions for what you want me to do in the comments, like what you want me to like, what the dares are, what the episodes want to be about for this. And yeah, thanks guys, helping me nearly hit 1,000 views on like 8 videos, or 9 now I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, it means so much, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.